We're now going to look at some of the basic tasks that you probably want to do when you first get started with Lightroom 4. The first one, of course, is working with catalogs. When you first install Lightroom 4, if this is the first install of Lightroom on your system, it will give you a default catalog. If you have a previous version of Lightroom installed, then those catalogs will be available to you and you can switch over to those, although you will still get the default Lightroom 4 catalog. Let's take a look at that. Go to the Edit menu, and the very top section up here, this is where you work with your catalogs, right in here. Notice I've opened Recent. There is the new Lightroom 4 catalog that was made when I installed my new copy of Lightroom 4. I then imported some pictures into this copy, and I just brought in all these plain pictures. I'll show you how to bring in more photos into your catalog in the next video. These two catalogs are from my previous installs. This is for Lightroom 3 and this one is from Lightroom 2. So those are still available to me as well. I can still go back and use those catalogs. Now if you switch catalogs, it is going to close down the program and then reopen it again in the other catalog. Now if you want to make a new catalog, which you might want to do, you might want to have different catalogs for different projects. For instance, I may want to have one catalog that is just all these plain pictures. If I had a project I was doing working with all these different plain pictures, I might want to make it its own catalog just for that. You can do that up here under New Catalog. Click on New Catalog right there and give it a second for it to open up the dialog box. Here we go. You can give this new catalog a name. Notice it automatically goes into, by default, into the Photoshop Lightroom 4 folder. I'll just call this one Plains. And when you choose Save, it's going to close the Lightroom 4 program down, change over the catalogs, and then reopen inside of that new catalog. Now I cut out all that opening and closing stuff because it took a little bit for it to do that, so let's cut out that extra time in there. But it simply closes down Lightroom 4 and then reopens it in the new catalog which you just created. So here we go, we're now inside of my new Plains catalog. If we go over here to File and look at our catalogs, open Recent, there's a catalog that we're currently sitting in right there. There's the one that I just had open before. So there we go, that's how you can make a new catalog. Now I'm going to, when I finish this video here, I'm going to close down. I'll switch back over to the previous catalog where I have all my planes in that for the next video, and I'll show you how to bring in more pictures into your catalog.